reason to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. It's Christmas tomorrow. I need to wrap my presents. We will be doing that. And if you don't know me, okay, let me get this straight. I have had the biggest of the biggest of the biggest Christmas spirits ever since I was practically born. I get into a Christmas frenzy. This is not even a joke. I know Christmas for me, I go all out. I start saving to buy everyone presents. I've been playing Secret Santa since 2017 now, so it's been a while. I have some experience. The video today is an amalgamation, if you may, of a little Christmas small vlog thing to show what I do for Christmas. This year isn't that festive because I'm extremely busy with all the work that I have and things, and obviously because of COVID it isn't the same like it used to be. And today I received a gift from my friend and it was so sweet. I was not expecting it. This is my Christmas sweater. I wear this every single year. I don't know, I think since 2017 I've worn this every single year. But no, this is a color sequence change Christmas tree thing. I am matching with my Christmas tree this year because it's golden and red vibe, the entire tree. So yeah, this is going to be my tree this year, not this. Usually it's green and red. This year it's golden. But we are coming to the end of this year, and this year has been something else for me. And what better way to wrap up my entire year than to do a yearly favorites? Because what an original idea it is, as though half of the internet has not already done it. I am here to do it again. Did anyone ask? No. Why am I making this? Because I literally do not have any vlog style content because I've been in my home attending classes this entire week, working and living the same life on repeat every single day. The only thing that keeps changing is what I eat. Honestly, I am wearing the same clothes. Like technically speaking, because it's winter, I wear the same jacket. So yeah, I'm wearing the same clothes. I'm living every single day again and again. It's only the food that keeps changing. So thank you for that. The first theme that I'd like to talk about for my yearly favorites are podcasts. So these are the podcasts that I've been loving this year. And this is in no specific order whatsoever. It's just what I remember of it. I haven't written it down. I should have, but I did not have time. Okay, get it? I am very busy these days. Get it? Anything Goes by Emma Chamberlain. I have been listening to this podcast since 2019, late 2019, but this year this podcast hit different. I don't know why. Emma has been so matured in the way that she carried it out, with obviously her little wit and sense of humor. This podcast, if you haven't heard or if you don't listen to Anything Goes, do listen to it. It's on Apple Music, it's on Spotify, it's everywhere. Please listen to Anything Goes. It is amazing. The next podcast that I really loved is again by a YouTuber, Nana Florence, and it's called Growing with the Flow. Again, very coming of age sort of format, really educational. It has a lot of topics covering from education to friendships to relationships. Everything she talks about, everything is so in such a wonderful way. And she has these gratitudes of the week that she does, that the things that she was grateful for the entire week. It is wonderful. Nana is such a blessing. She is the sweetest person. My next podcast is Take the Cake by Kate Noel, and this is a very wellness based podcast, so it has everything to do with recovery and wellness and mental health and overall well-being. If you're struggling with any disordered eating or eating disorder, she talks about everything and it's so educational. It literally helped me out of so many things. That woman, she has changed recovery for me. Kate is one of the sole reasons why I chose recovery. She is one of the main reasons why I got to know that I had a problem in the first place. So yes, even if you don't relate to it, I recommend for you to listen to it because it is very educational. You realize a lot of things, and the entire wisdom and wellness that she gives and just oozes out with her wise words. It is something that you need to listen to. Again, this is my next podcast. It's called Teenager Therapy, and as the name suggests, it is pure bliss. This podcast, I have heard this over and over. I listen to it every single week, and I've been catching up on the older episodes as well. Every single member I resonate with so much. Even if you are not a teenager, I would highly recommend for you to listen to that podcast, because you just have to listen to it. That is my only explanation. And okay, this is I won't classify this as my favorite podcasts, but I did listen to it quite a lot because I was learning German for 3 months that I was completely free. So it's called Coffee Break German, and the Coffee Break series has a lot of languages. So it has Coffee Break German, there's Coffee Break French, I think there's Coffee Break Spanish. So if you're someone who's learning a language, I highly would recommend for you to listen to the Coffee Break podcasts for various languages, because they really get deep into the grammar, the vocabulary, how you go about it with framing sentences of your own. And the more you listen to it, they also have like a grammar guru. So all of those things, if you're someone who wants to learn a new language or is learning a new language, I would highly recommend the Coffee Break series. It is extremely helpful. That brings an end to the podcast's checklist. Next thing that I'd like to talk about are shows, TV shows, OTTs, whatever. And the first show that this year put me on the ledge and threw me over it was You season, oh my god, no. This sent me into a loophole of so many things. Theo, oh my god. If you haven't seen the You series, all the seasons, what are you doing? What are you doing? I will not give any spoilers, because if you haven't seen You, Pen is a psycho. I refuse to look at Pen and be like, no, he's a good guy. Background check. And Victoria, oh my, don't even get me started on her. I was such a love stan this entire season. Like, okay, like Joe, yeah, fine, whatever. But Love, she messed me over. I need to tie my hair because oh my, You just gets me, man. This is not even like a spoiler, but at the end they play a song, and they play the song. They played Exile, okay. Spoiler, I know, I'm sorry, am I in focus? I looked like an egg when I tied my hair up, so I was in shock the moment it went dun dun dun. I was like, I beg of you, you need to watch that series. If there is something in this world that you need to watch, it is that series, okay? Please. The next show that I had been loving was Loki. Get me, I love Tom Hiddleston. I love that man. Words fall short for how much I love him, and I think it was one of the... For me, I preferred Loki more than WandaVision. That's just my opinion. I am a little biased towards Loki. I love Loki. Loki and Thor, these two for me, they are my favorite MCU characters in history. And Loki just... Tom Hiddleston. Period. Loki, Tom... Next show that I really loved watching was Only Murderers in the Building. Don't even get me started. Do not. I literally lost my mind. I waited every single Tuesday. So this show came out while I was doing my internship, and for my internship we had 9 p.m. Meetings every Tuesday, and my routine was to attend the meeting and then go watch Only Murderers in the Building every single Tuesday. It made my Tuesdays worth the while. Every single week I tune in, and every single week I was like and the last episode, I just need season 2 right now. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. If I end up with this same show next year, this time, you know it's gonna be there. You know it's gonna make the list. Period. Another Hulu show that I really enjoyed watching, and I think was so underrated, was the show called The Great. It has Elle Fanning in it and Nicholas Humboldt. This show, oh my, people need to stop sleeping on this show, people. This show is so amazing. The entire cinematography, the storyline, the acting. It is one show that has gone under the rocks this year, and everything about it is so grand, from the costumes to the acting, as I said, to the storyline, to the set design, to the cinematography, to the aesthetics. Everything is Please watch The Great. It's on Hulu. It is an I cannot even start to talk about it and how underrated this show is. I am literally living in a delusion because I'm scared that I'm out of focus the entire video, and it scares me. You do not know how pissed off I get every single time I edit my videos and I'm not in focus. Because Bridgerton, The Great. I am not even over exaggerating right now. It is such a great show. It is such a great show. The Great. The next show that messed me over, and this released last year, I think. I don't know. I think it released last year, but I saw it this year. Crown Season 4. What even was that, huh? What even was... My guts hated Charles. It hated Charles. Hated Charles in that show. Amazing. Pure bliss it is. It is amazing. And the character development of Elizabeth, beautiful to say the least. That is all that I'll say. I won't give anything away. I am not giving any spoilers away. That's just the way it is. The next show, which I binge watched and I loved watching, was The Family Man. Oh my god. Manoj Bajpayee just took the crown and threw it away because he wore the crown of the universe. What am I saying? What a season, what a cast, what a storyline. Blew my mind away, literally blew my mind away. Am I missing something? Oh, Squid Games. Yes, obviously. I think this will make everyone's list with the Squid Games. So yeah, that's that. And next year, I am just making a prediction. The next season for you will make my list. Euphoria season 2 will make my list next year. You bet my life on it. And Stranger Things again will make the list. I am already predicting it. That brings an end to the shows. The next thing that we'll be talking about are albums, songs, music. One of the most underrated, underappreciated albums this entire year was Starting Line by Luke Hemmings. Why do people not talk about that album? Why don't they talk about the singles? What is happening? If you haven't heard that entire album, I will link that album down below because my man deserves the recognition that he deserves. It was one of the most amazing and soulful albums I heard this entire year. It literally made my year. I remember listening to Starting Line and crying and watching the video and smiling from ear to ear. I was literally watching the Starting Line video like, I am so proud of how far every single one from 5 Seconds of Summer has come. A Place in Me messed me over so badly. You have no idea how badly that song messes me up. Give that album some recognition it deserves and needs, because it does. Another album that I really loved listening to this entire year was Sa. Obviously, Sa will make the list. I am not saying it is one of the greatest albums I've heard in my entire life. I'm not saying that. But given the fact that it is Olivia's very first album, it blows my mind. Olivia's my age. She's coming out with an album that great. It is mind-blowing. Now, I will say that there are quite a lot of skips for me as a whole body of work that requires some really serious talent, and I'm really glad that we got such a body of work from such a talented young lady. I really enjoyed listening to Conan Gray this year, and Astronomy was one of my favorite songs it is such a wonderful song. It literally makes my heart warm. That song is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And every single time I shoot and my dog doesn't shut up, it will be a miracle if I'm not saying that my dog won't shut up. He just does not cooperate. He never. As I was saying, Astronomy by Conan Gray was one of my top favorite songs this entire year. One of my favorite artists this year was also The Vallows. Amazing content we've got from there. Amazing, absolutely beautiful content. Beautiful songs, bops even. Another song that messed me up this year. This song is by Lani and it's called If This Is the Last Time. And this song will hit me different when I move out. I swear to God, I will bawl my eyes out. The first time that I heard this song, I was in absolute shambles. This song broke me.
And I know you did all you could just to make sure my life was good.
Into listening to Hoax this year. Grow, Indian Summer, amazing work there. Loved listening to them. And Jeremy Zuckerberg too, this year has been amazing with his content. I don't think this gets talked enough this year, but we give so much credit to Red, Taylor's version. We lost Fearless. And one song on Fearless that really hit me like a Tonka truck that I was not prepared for was Don't You. That song. And Fearless Taylor's version as a whole. The way that I bob to You Belong With Me after all these years, I used to bob to that album when I was literally 7 years old. And I do the same all these years later. What is life? And talking about the apocalypse that Red Taylor's version was, I will not even go talking about it. All of you can see my reaction. It is on the internet. That woman just hit me emotionally and slapped me and threw me off a bridge. Okay, period, bye. The next category that I'd like to talk about are my favorite YouTubers, my favorite content creators. I will go ahead by saying this, but Linda Sun made my entire year this year. I will not. You need to check her out. She is an absolute sunshine and a literal ray of hope to be around. And to watch her videos are like, it wakes me up. It literally energizes me. It brings so much energy and so much warmth. And she's just a bundle of joy. She really is a little sunshine. She truly is. I really thoroughly enjoyed watching Nena Florence this year. Nena and Moya, these two, their their energies match so deeply, and I have thoroughly enjoyed watching these two. The way that they film, their entire aesthetics, the way that everything is watching their videos just calms you down. Every single Sunday, these two people, they upload and I'm just like, my Sundays are made. Another creator that I really enjoyed, I think these two, I'm going to put these two together because their energies, as I said, they matched a lot. Ava Jules and Alia Zeta. Love these two women so much, especially Ava. I've been watching Ava since 2017, I'd say. And what a revelation this woman has been. Every single thing, it is so clean and crisp. The two of them have such a crisp and clean vibe to them. The way that they edit and shoot things, it is so easy flowing, and it's a pleasure to watch these two. Now, this year was the year that I really watched a lot of comedy, stand-up comedies, 3 comedians especially. I watched a lot of other comedians too, but these 3 especially, in no specific order whatsoever: Hasan Minhaj, Tanmay Bhatt and Rahul Dua. These 3 people, I have laughed my eyes out to them on multiple occasions. They literally took my mind off so many things. It is such... I have spat out water while watching their videos. I have choked on water. I have choked on my own spit, okay, while watching one of Tanmay's videos. I cannot even get there. I am not going there. Did my memory get exhausted and my card get full? And I lost 30 minutes of footage because of that? Let's not talk about that. Let's not do that. We are over it, okay? That's fine. Another genre of content that I've been consuming quite a lot is travel content. My favorite travel YouTubers have been Eva Zubeck. Her content is immaculately amazing, and aligning with her content is Yes Theory. So these two creators, these two absolutely amazing creators, I love because they have redefined traveling for me. And it's an entire experience. The work that they've put up, it is beautifully shot. Everything, the storyline, it is. And lastly, content that I've been really enjoying this entire year was that of Emma Chamberlain's, because I saw growth. She redefined her entire aesthetic, she redefined her entire style and came up with something new and came up with something that was so different. I think that Emma is such a big player in the entire YouTube space, and for her to come up with something even bigger than what she was, Emma's content this year, man, it has been beautiful. Which brings me that I need to wrap my Christmas gift because tomorrow's Christmas and I still have not wrapped my gift up. So for that we need to move to the floor because it's a big gift. I cannot. We are going to the floor for that. Some of my absolute favorite books. I read these books this year. One of them, which I really loved, I read it like 2 times already. It's called Angels and Demons. It's by Dan Brown and it is one of his better books. Trust me on that. I read that book in 2 days. And another book which I really loved reading this year was this one. Oh, where is it? I've read this book. I had to read this book 2-3 times to really understand what's written because the English in this book is quite, how should I put it? It's quite Oxfordly, must I say. I'm so out of frame. Now, I read quite a lot of self-help, spiritual kind of books this year. And one of them, which was very popular, Atomic Habits. This book just reinforces everything that you already know. And it tells you those things because what's written in this book, you already know everything. I would recommend for all age groups because it makes you realize things which you already know of, but you actively need people to remind you of these. This book, I don't have words. It is one of the greater books. Trust me on that one. It really helps you to self-reflect upon a lot of things and tells you about a lot of different ways through which you can actually self-reflect. Another book which I really liked was The Last Juror by John Grisham. There really isn't a lot going on in this book until the last few chapters, but overall I'd say it's a light read because this was the book that I read just after I read Angels and Demons, and Angels and Demons, trust me, it just transported me to this completely different world. So the next category that I have are movies that I really enjoyed this year. And I am not saying that these are the movies that released this year itself. Yeah, these are the movies that I saw this year that really stuck with me. First movie that comes to me by far was King, in which we have Mr. Timothy Chalamet. And oh my god, the way that he is acted in the movie King. Oh my good god gracious. I also watched his another movie. It's called Beautiful Boy. And another movie in the similar line, 4 Good Days. 4 Good Days? Yeah, 4 Good Days. Again, absolutely wonderful movie. Another movie which I absolutely loved was Knives Out. That movie, I have watched that movie possibly like 6 to 7 times now. I think we all can collectively agree that Chris Evans just gets it. I am done. Let's just get up because this camera angle is pissing me off. The latest memory that I have of a movie that I watched this year was Spider-Man Far From Home, and oh my god, goodness me, was I not attacked? What even was that movie? I'm not going to give spoilers because I know what giving spoilers does, okay? I have been there. It wasn't fun. Black Widow, what a movie and a half. Oh my god, I thoroughly enjoyed watching Black Widow. Scarlett Johansson can just... And this was the year where I watched a lot of old movies for some reason. So I watched Dead Poets Society. I know I was sleeping on that movie. I know, okay, we get it. I watched Mona Lisa Smile. I basically watched every single movie which I hadn't watched, which was a cult classic. One of my favorite movies of all time is Eat, Pray, Love. Eat, Pray, Love is just my top-notch movie. And I also watched The Holiday. I had not seen The Holiday actually. And I really enjoyed that movie. Basically every single movie which has either Meryl Streep in it, Julia Roberts in it, or which either has Kate Winslet in it, I automatically just have a little more bias towards that film, and my battery is dying. Have a Merry Christmas. I am out of content to film because I am extremely overworked. I have a lot of work, I have classes, I have a life as a student who really loves to study, and that is the reason why I am not doing vlogs. This week, that is. This week. And tomorrow is Christmas, so a little montage will come your way really soon, or I'll just place it in the beginning of the video. We'll see about that. Thank you for sticking around with me. If there's anything that you'd want for me to see for the next year, comment down below. And yeah, bye. If you have a question subscribing to my channel, I will not blame you.